What's up guys, Matt here today, and once again we're doing another video for you guys in our pros and cons series. Today we're going to go over the navel piercing, otherwise known as the belly button piercing. So let's really quick shoot out 5 pros, 5 cons to getting a belly button piercing or a navel piercing. I like to talk about the pros first, so let's go over pros. The first and foremost pro to getting a belly button piercing, I think, is it just looks great. It is a great looking piercing for that part of the body. There's something about the anatomy of a navel, it just holds the jewelry perfectly. If it's done properly, that gem just kind of fills the entire inside of your belly button, and it looks really, really cute. It just looks like it's meant to be there. It is a great, great looking piercing, okay? So that's kind of why they've become so popular as of recently. You see them in a lot of girls these days. They're awesome looking piercings. They're really cute. They really accentuate the body and the navel and all that area. Yeah, just great looking piercings in general. Yeah, I'm sure you all can agree with that. Number 2, once they're healed, you have a ton of jewelry options. You know, a lot of piercings, you only have like 1 or 2 jewelry options, but for the belly button or the navel, tons of jewelry options. There's so many things from like gems, plain balls, different metal types, dangling, different accessories that go on there. I mean, just sky's the limit. There's a couple really good companies out there that make some really good, high quality navel designs, and it's definitely worth looking into, but once it's healed. So wait till it's fully healed, you can change out to whatever you want, all right? Number 3, probably the biggest perk to a navel piercing is it can easily be hidden. So this piercing, it's under your shirt. It's not like a nose piercing or a lip piercing where it's very exposed, and if you go for a job interview or a family function, it's really hard to hide. The navel piercing, just don't really wear any crop tops or nothing where your navel's exposed, and no one's even gonna ever know you have it. So it's a great piercing in that regard. If you're looking for a piercing that can easily be hidden, isn't too crazy, navel piercings are a great route to go. Number 4, it's a relatively painless piercing to get. If this piercing is done properly and done professionally, you barely even feel it. Navel piercings are so fast and so easy. Most girls, after we pierce them, they don't even know we did it, okay? So definitely a huge perk is the fact that it's a really easy piercing to get. Number 5, as far as pros go, in my opinion, is it is a great first piercing. It's a great first body piercing. You see a lot of like younger adults and teenagers, this is their first actual body piercing, okay? It's a great one to start with. You know, it kind of ties to number 4. It's such an easy, painless piercing. I like to call it the gateway piercing. You know, once you get your navel pierced, then you realize how easy it is, then it's all downhill from there. Next thing you know, you're doing your nose and your eyebrows and your ears and all sorts of other cool stuff. So yeah, it's a great, easy first gateway piercing to get, all right? And then you can see if you even like having jewelry in your body and you like wearing jewelry, you like the looks of it and taking care of it and all that stuff is something that you can do, then cool. If that's all works out for you, then start thinking about other piercings, okay? So great entry piercing is the navel piercing. All right, so there you have 5 pros to get a navel piercing. Now let's go over the cons, okay? Nobody ever likes talking about the cons, but let's talk about 5 cons to getting a navel piercing, okay? First and foremost, it takes a long time to heal. It's probably one of the longer piercings to heal. This piercing takes about 6 to 8 months to fully heal, okay? So 6 to 8 months is a little bit of a commitment, but sometimes 6 to 8 months goes by really, really fast. So the healing part, it's not that big a deal. All you're gonna do is the standard saline sprays on it and just kind of build a force field around it and just leave it alone. Don't bump it, don't knock it, don't touch it, don't play with it, nothing. For 6 to 8 months, okay? So 6 to 8 months, it's a commitment, but it goes by fast, okay? And it's not that hard to actually take care of it, okay? So number two, probably the second con to getting a navel piercing is it can easily get irritated. You do tend to wear belts and heavy jeans and stuff like that that go right by the navel piercing. When you sit down, stand up, it's gonna bump it, it's gonna knock it, it's gonna rub on it, especially if you wear like high-waisted jeans, all those kind of things. Gotta be really careful with the clothing you choose to wear when healing a navel piercing. So just the first 6 to 8 months. After that, usually you can get away with wearing whatever you want, but the first 6 to 8 months, definitely be conscious that you're gonna have to, you know, maybe change your outfits and your wardrobes a little bit to kind of accommodate the healing of that piercing, okay? Number 3, this piercing can actually kind of get infected and irritated a little bit more than a lot of other piercings because you do have a giant hole sitting right behind the belly or the jewelry, okay? Your belly button is a hole. That hole is gonna build up dirt and bacteria and stuff like that. So that can also lead to infection or be more prone to infection. So with that being said, really make sure you're being diligent about your cleaning, okay? I usually tell people just the saline sprays morning and night. And then also in the shower, it's not a bad idea to take your body wash or, you know, some soap and gently wash behind the piercing into your belly button. Kind of keep that clean and free of dirt and buildup and bacteria, okay? But being gentle and conscious not to get that soap inside the hole. You're just cleaning around it, not inside of it, okay? And when I say the hole, I'm talking about the actual piercing itself. The hole for the belly button, you want to keep that part clean, okay? Number four, the fourth con would definitely be you can't swim with this thing, okay? So a lot of girls like to get this piercing for summertime. Just know if you're getting it for the summer, get it well in the wintertime when you have plenty of time to heal so it's ready for the summer. But for 6 to 8 months, you don't want to swim with this piercing, okay? There is an exception to that rule. The exception would be to get a waterproof bandage. So you can go to like any pharmacy or drugstore, and in the first aid section where they sell the bandages, they're gonna sell waterproof bandages. There's little square or round versions of them, and you just put that right over it, and then you can go swimming with that. Now, it's not the most flattering look, but it is gonna protect you from getting dirt and bacteria that is in the public bodies of water into the piercing. Now, we're not talking about bath water, your own personal bath water, totally fine, just public bodies of water, oceans, pools, lakes, jacuzzis, stuff of that nature, okay? Number 5, the fifth con to a navel piercing is gonna be they can migrate easily, okay? So they can migrate if they're constantly getting knocked and bumped and messed with or touched or played with, your clothes are constantly rubbing on it. They can bump and they can reject, okay? Be conscious of that. Build a force around it. Don't let anything bump or knock it, all right? Now, some people's navels, this kind of ties into the fifth con, are better suited for piercings, for navel piercings, than others, okay? So if you have a really flat stomach and your actual belly button is really flat, you're gonna be more prone to migration. That doesn't mean you can't get it, it just means you're gonna be more prone to migration. You gotta really, really baby it and take care of this thing, okay? So, with that being said, there you guys go. 5 pros, 5 cons to the navel piercing. Hope you guys got something from that, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video series, and I look forward to talking to you guys again, and see you guys next video.